The picturesque village of Hopkins in the Stand Creek district of Belize, Central America, was the venue for a workshop that the University of the West Indies School of Continuing Studies sponsored in August 1989. It was designed to revive interest in Garifuna handicraft skills and to encourage the use of these skills for community-based income generation. It was called Cultural Retrieval Project 2. The residents of Hopkins are Garifuna, part of the larger population of approximately 200,000 Garifuna people found along the Central American Atlantic coast in the countries of Honduras, Guatemala, and Belize. Representatives from all Garifuna communities in Belize, as well as Belize City, Belmopan, and Libertad, were invited to participate in the workshop. At the official opening ceremony, Mr. Roman Arana of the Hopkins Village Council gave a warm welcome. Also attending were Mr. Fabian Cayetano, President of the National Garifuna Council, and Ms. Lucia Ingleton.
On behalf of the RWA, I feel honored to be a part of this experience. I was here in 1987 for the Cultural Retrieval.
While talking about video, the other day I was taken aback when you said that one day we might be able to learn the teaching of these crafts by watching the video or through the video. And the little footage we saw recently was so great, like the egg, for instance. I mean, it was so detailed, step by step. What do you think the use of video for Garifuna, how do you see that for the future for us?
Well, that really is the part of the whole retrieval of culture. Mm-hmm. In that, as you know, when we had our cultural retrieval project here in '87, one of our instructors died. Right. About 3 months after that particular project finished, and along with him went several volumes of folk knowledge. So I sent an SOS message to my partner, Roger Carter, and he in turn asked Fred to come down.
Right. Okay. Now that Fred is here, what do you think about Fred's work so far?
What? So she waits 5 seconds like that. That's for editing. You have to have 5 seconds so that you can join little interviews together. Okay? So.
The first handicraft skill that was taught was the making of ethnic dolls. It is a relatively new skill that is popular among tourists who prefer dolls wearing native dresses. You can make 3 or more dolls a day, and they sell at $20 and $25 each.
Kaiti ubuya kaya ndi la lo friend nu. Ame busete lu friend nu go ati mo bu da ba me bi da bata.
Jewelry boxes are another popular item among Belizeans and tourists. They are made by weaving two different materials: straw made from the dried heart of the palmetto plant, which is found in the swamps along the seacoast, and dried coconut leaf. By alternating them, one gets a finished product with different colors. Depending on size, they sell for $15 and up, and you can complete 2 or more during one day. The heart of the palmetto is a raw material for another handicraft, the cassava bread brush, also called baisawa in Garifuna. You leave it until yellow and dry, and then you scratch it with a needle. As the students watched and listened to demonstrations by the master craftspersons, they were encouraged to take careful notes so that on their own they could do their crafts, which were placed in a public exhibition at the end of the workshop. Makers of the best items received prizes. After the leaves are scratched into brushes, you place about 3 to 5 together and tie. The brush is used in making cassava bread and for several other purposes within the household. A complete brush sells for $5.
The coconut straw.
Extensive interviews with the master craftspersons, they discussed how they first learned the skills and the problems they are now facing. Almost all said that the main problem was the lack of interest among the young people. They found it ironic, as the items are today in greater demand for use in the household and to sell to visitors. The grater is made by inlaying pieces of stone into holes on a wooden frame. You finish smoothing your piece of wood. You then prepare your pattern for the holes using the rim of a cup as basic design. The stone boulders that are broken into pieces are found in the bush and sometimes in streams. You use a maul to break them into pieces, placing a crocus bag over everything to prevent them from flying off, injuring your eyes or those standing by. You go back to your blank piece of wood to punch the holes that later will be filled with the stone inlays. The holes are about ½ inch deep and a ¼ inch from each other.
Senga one. Le, but double let out. Senga one. Le aba say